Hey there, Nicholas here. I'm taking a walk around Braley Pond in Virginia with Oliver here. This is Braley Pond. And I'm going barefoot a lot these days. You can see those bare feet there. Here they are walking. The idea is to just ground, to connect with Gaia. And it feels really good. Right now it's not that cold out, so it feels fine. So a couple things. This is just a couple random things all together. I wasn't even going to pick up this phone and do this because I'm not really into, for the last 2 weeks, I haven't posted anything on my channel and I haven't felt the desire to. So that's kind of an insight in itself. Is about 4 weeks ago, I started a YouTube channel, Authentic Life. And I had all sorts of stuff pouring out of me at that time. And it feels like there's still significant things that are happening, but I just didn't feel the innate sense to have to go ahead and record it all. And so why am I recording this right now? It's because I was just a little bit on the fence. I thought, let me go ahead and record something. So a couple random thoughts. That was one, was just going with the intuition to not record because I just didn't feel like I had to. It's good. I don't feel the pressure to put content out there. And I like that. So that's one thing. A couple other things that have happened. One, again, going back to the barefoot thing. I've done this where I've just gone barefoot lately. Taken the shoes off, grounded with Gaia, and I've really enjoyed that. The other is my phone right now is in airplane mode, and it's during the day. Why would I have it on airplane mode? Let's see. I don't know if I heard it from somewhere recently, but somewhere I came across the idea of just turning the Wi-Fi off. So there's two things there. One is airplane mode on your phone, and just Wi-Fi mode, Wi-Fi off from the router or modem that's in my home. So I turn that off at night and I put my phone in airplane mode. And in Amazon, I have this, a Faraday cage bag that I ordered. And I'll throw my phone in that once I receive that. And so the idea is that while I'm sleeping, I'm not in an environment that has a lot of signals going back and forth. I don't know what the technical electromagnetic stuff going on in the room, because as you know, if you've been watching, if you saw my other posts, I have a dream journal that I keep. So I go to bed early if I can, and then I will record my dreams during the night. And so maybe there'll be less interference with that. I think I just heard in general, less interference with your spiritual journey. And so I thought, why, that's easy to do. So what I do, I go into bed, right before I jump out of bed, I'll unplug the internet that's right in my room. So that goes off. And then I'll turn my phone on airplane mode. So the router is not sending out a signal in my room. And then also the phone itself, which is a little kind of near my head, for the first part of the night, I hook it up actually over by my feet. I have a place on a table where I can hook it up to get energized. And then when I wake up the first time, I start recording dreams, probably from 1 a.m. on. I'll wake up in increments and record them one by one. I'll have it closer to myself, so it'll be charged up. And I will, I still have airplane mode on because I don't really need it to be sending out a signal anywhere. I just it's easier for me to dictate into my phone and have it do speech to text than it is for me to try to write it or turn on lights and all that. So that's what I do with the phone. And I had the thought this morning, and I might try it tonight, when I go to turn the Wi-Fi off, not to turn it back on unless I need to. So my phone plan just has unlimited data. So I can really do essentially what I need to do with the cellular data. I don't need to have a Wi-Fi on. So I thought, what if I turn it off tonight? And then tomorrow, I'm going into work, so I won't need it then at the house. And I don't think I save any. You don't save anything money-wise because you just pay a monthly fee, so it's not really a financial thing. Come home, maybe that evening, if I turn on music, I can still use it without the Wi-Fi. But at that point, you might be saying, why not just use the Wi-Fi? It's better reception and all that. So I might go back and forth. But I might just see too, sometimes there's this thought of how much you're reliant upon all these things. So what if I turn off the Wi-Fi and I realize, gosh, I really only use the Wi-Fi for like, when my son Oliver, who you saw a second ago, is over for the weekend, he's watching Netflix, that requires Wi-Fi. Or at night, I've been watching a couple things that I'm interested in. So I might turn on the Wi-Fi for that. So I'm just going to see how much Wi-Fi do I need. Because if I was in situations where there isn't Wi-Fi, then again, that freak out reflex doesn't come on and say, oh my gosh, I don't have the Wi-Fi, I can't live. Or if I'm making a move, if I want to go do more ancestral living, move somewhere that's more remote, and I say, how can I live without the Wi-Fi? Well, maybe you can. So that's another thing, is turning off Wi-Fi. Let's see, another thing that's been going on, journaling. My boss gave me a journal for Christmas, and so I've done 5 entries in it already, and that's been great because there was this idea of spending more time in reflection, and the journal helps you do that. And usually just, I don't know how many sentences, probably like 3 paragraphs, about 3 or 4 sentences each, and that's a journal entry in that particular journal. Then it has a section at the bottom, what you're grateful for. And so I can write what I'm grateful for, and I like to do that. So I've been doing that. I've been taking time to I did it this morning. I did a journal entry. Sometimes I'll meditate a little bit before, so it's not just beta consciousness thoughts, monkey mind on paper. I did this and I did this and I got to do this tomorrow, that type of thing. But more go back in, meditate, go deep, and you might have more rich things that are at a meta level that could be more helpful. And so I'm doing that. The journal, and also I got a book. So I told you I had an intuitive reading with Katie Horton. So if you go on her website, Katie Horton, or go on a YouTube channel, you can sign up for an intuitive reading, have an hour-long session with her. It was really great. And part of it, she mentioned a book, something about superhuman blueprint by Jerry Sargent, has the same last name as me, spelled a little differently. And so I just got that in the mail the other day, and I've read a couple segments. So it's been nice. These are long-range glasses, but I have some nearsighted glasses at home, so I got those recently, so I'm excited. I put those on. I put the book up close, and I can see it really big and clear. I didn't notice this before, but really, either I'd have a book too close and I couldn't read it at all to get the largeness of the script, or I'd put it farther away so I could actually see it with my normal vision, which back out here I can see things pretty well. But then the script was too small, so it was like trying to read a 10 or 12 point font, whereas if I got it closer, it was a 20 point font, but I couldn't, it was blurry. So with these glasses now I can see, and I think that's affected my desire to even read. So I'm excited. I'm reading that, and I think that'll be influential in my life. So that's just something where I feel I've manifested tools for myself that are coming into my field, and I'm just taking advantage of them with my intuition. So let's see, there was one other thing I think I wanted to mention beyond that. Dream Journal's been providing the dreams again. I've been looking at those and finding themes in the dreams. Last night I had 3 dreams that all had very similar themes to them. I think the theme had to do with communication, maybe even things with the workplace, things that could be coming up, just communication. So I was like, ooh, maybe I can work on communication. And then there was a recurring dream. So the recurring dream, I've had this before, where I'm in my house. I grew up on Cape Cod, Massachusetts. And the house I'm in, I'll have a dream where I go into a closet and there's this whole other room back there. And it's like, oh, cool, a whole nother room to explore. It's like a secret room. And so I had one of those. It was the downstairs piano room. We used to have a piano in there. And that closet there was like this whole huge room. And so I'd write, again, an interpretation. To me, that was like, oh, there's this whole new area of myself that I get to explore, that I didn't know existed. So I'm excited about things like that. So when you bring those from the dreams into the conscious state, then you can reflect on it. It's amazing. When I write these dreams, I had the thought last night, like, oh, if I don't write this down, I'll forget it by morning. And so I'll test myself. I'll get done and I'll know that I've recorded 4 or 5 dreams, maybe up to even 10 dreams. And I'll say, all right, what dreams did you have last night? And I'll say, I don't remember it. I know I had them, but I don't remember what they are at all. And I'm like, that's usually what people's responses are, right? You say, oh, I record my dreams. And like, oh, well, I don't remember any of my dreams. Of course you don't. Yep, they're just like that. So I recorded them and I put them down in the on my iPhone, and I can look back and read them, and I get to see really good therapy type stuff, what my subconscious is thinking, things to work on. And then, like with the journaling, to tie it back in with the journaling, you can reflect on it and say, you know what, I'm going to intend to explore that room, or I'm going to intend to think about communication and listening more, things like that. And maybe I'm going to get better, more vivid dreams. I'm interested to see that. I've done it now 3 or 4 nights where I have gone without the Wi-Fi. So I'm excited to see if I'll have more clarity. And going all the way back, I'm excited to see, I feel good that I actually threw all this up on this recording, because I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel. And again, I'm really just doing this for myself. I'm not doing it for likes and subscribes. But if there's somebody who benefits from it later on another plane of existence, says, hey, that video you put out there encouraged me to try to check out Jerry Sargent's book on Superhuman Blueprint, then great. So have a great day, everybody.